At Excellar, some of you might already know about what we are doing, but we are building a trusted gateway to regulated yield opportunities based on delta neutral trading, as well as real world assets such as US government treasuries. So what's the problem? Well, stablecoin market is 150 plus billion, but most of them don't pay any yield. And that solves the payment problem. But most of if you look at how corporate treasurers do their job, they want to have cash on hand to make payments, but they also want to generate yield on idle cash. So these stablecoins don't solve that problem, and that's where we come in. We essentially recently launched XUSD on Stellar, which is a treasury-backed yield-generating dollar stablecoin, which is regulated in Bermuda. Bermuda is a leading regulatory authority, and that's where businesses like Coinbase International are regulated as well. How does it work? Well, from your wallet, right now you can send stable coins. Later you can send dollars in our bank, but you send stable coins and you immediately mint XUSD. On the back end, stable coins get converted to US dollars, and we buy short-term US government treasuries. At the end of every day, the coin rebases. So you can still mint and burn through us one-to-one, but you get yield paid you back in XUSD. So this makes it an ideal payment and savings instrument in one, right? So you keep XUSD, you keep earning yield until the last block that you hold it, and then you send it to somebody else, and they start earning yield beyond that. So most important thing is, because we are regulated, we have designed it such that the reserve assets are held in bankruptcy remote vehicles. And we also manage the reserves based on what we have already declared to the regulator and also to public. That means you don't have to take our word for it. Regulator ensures that we are doing what we are promising. So our team, Plummen brings technical heft to our team, but other co-founders, myself and Lisa, have a couple of decades of Wall Street trading experience, as well as trading crypto for the last 6 years, mostly delta neutral strategies, and we have managed over billions of dollars in notional on DeFi and CeFi trading strategies. How much time do I have? Okay, perfect. So the next one we are going to launch is a synthetic dollar, and the idea is we will have multiple products that can pay yield both during bull and bear market. So as you, the business who works with us, can have revenue no matter whether it's a bull market or bear market. And the idea is very simple. The treasury yields are negatively correlated with crypto yields, and by having a treasury-backed stable coin plus a funding rate, delta neutral, trading based crypto-backed stablecoin essentially gives you both products that you can use to diversify your yield. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, so we're Glow Dollar, and we let anyone fund public goods and charities at zero cost for them. So Glow Dollar, the product is just a stablecoin, like the previous pitch, and the stablecoin is pretty much a copy paste of USDC. We're regulated in the US in the same way. It's fully backed by cash and equivalents, monthly attestations, etc. The difference is that we're new and small. We're available on a number of chains, but we're mostly focused on growth on Stellar. And stablecoin companies make a lot of money. And they basically earn the yield on your money without paying you anything. I think that was explained very well in the last pitch. How it works is, let's say this is USDC, then the issuer is Circle. Let's say they issue $1 billion of stablecoins. That's going to be backed by $1 billion of real off-chain assets, and most of those are going to be treasury bills earning Circle 4 to 5% yield. Some of that is going to go back to the company to cover the costs, but there's also going to be a lot of profit in there. Two companies last year made nearly $8 billion this way. And Glow Dollar does the exact same thing with the big difference that we're a nonprofit. So all of that yield we're going to earn, we're going to donate it to public goods and charities. And the cool thing is that you as a user, you decide which charities. So if you're holding Glow dollars, you can connect your wallet to our app, and then every month we make profit off of your holdings. That's profit that you don't pay for, right? That's the profit that otherwise would have gone to Circle or Tether. And now you decide if we donate that to help refugees, fight extreme poverty, combat climate change, support crypto public goods, and there's a number of other cause areas that you can select. So here's what that looks like. So here is our app. You connect your wallet. I think in this case, the person is going to use MetaMask, but you can also use your Stellar wallet. And this person is holding $233. And that is going to give us $10 of profit every year. And this person is now selecting climate change as their cause area. You can also do a mix of cause areas, but this person is going to do 100% climate change. So from now on, whenever we make a profit off of their holdings, we're going to donate that to best-in-class projects that prevent climate change. So what this person is basically doing is something that we call zero-cost philanthropy, because they're just using a stablecoin. They're not paying anything for that. They're just holding stablecoin in their wallet. But by doing that, they financially support something that matters to them. And individuals can do that, but for instance, a DAO could do that too. In this situation, it's a DAO with $10 million in treasury. If they switch to Glow Dollar, then for them, nothing really changes. They still have $10 million in treasury, but now something that they care about is going to receive up to $500,000 per year in funding at no cost to the DAO. So more and more DAOs and companies are going Glow with their stablecoins. A couple weeks ago, we had our first $1 million purchase, which was amazing to see. And if this trend continues, and if the crypto industry comes together to opt into this new stablecoin, we can unlock up to $7.5 billion per year to improve the planet, basically, at no one's cost. But it can also go beyond that. You can also use Glow dollars for normal everyday transactions. So I have a Rain card here, which is a normal Visa card, but it's backed by stablecoins. I'm staying in a hotel this week that was paid for with Glow dollars. So in that sense, eventually all the money in the world could theoretically be replaced by Glow dollars, and then we could unlock up to $3 trillion per year to solve global issues. And you can do a lot of things with $3 trillion per year. So we want to grow to become one of the main stablecoins on Stellar. And if you want to help us out to do that, there's a couple things you can do. If you're holding stablecoins on Stellar, you can switch to Glow Dollar. If you run like a payments or a redemption platform, you can add Glow Dollar support for your platform. And if you have an exchange, it would be amazing if you could list Glow Dollar on your exchange. If you want to help us do that, please get in touch with Christine, who's over there taking pictures. She's leading growth of Glow Dollar on Stellar. And yeah, that's it. It would be amazing to have your support. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Seyi Akin-Olugbemi, and along with Kobe, we are the co-founders of Mykobo, and we have a simple mission. We want to make EURC the most actively used stablecoin, Euro stablecoin. What's the use case for Mykobo? Today, what we do is we empower Tanya, a businesswoman in Kenya, to receive money from her business partner in Germany, Michael. We empower Sophia to receive money from her father. We do this by offering on and off ramps for Euro, and also by offering simple, cheaper, and faster cross-border payments. And we also work, as you can see, with various ecosystem partners to facilitate this chain. The challenge is quite a simple one. The total combination of all Euro stablecoins is less than 0.2% of USDC and USDT. We have a lot of catching up to do in Europe. So, one of the first things that we had to do after about a year and a half or a year of being on Stellar is we decided it's probably best to have one EURC token to rule them all. And we are transitioning our EURC token to Circle's EURC. Why? Because this allows us to grow quicker and to scale across multiple chains. The Mykobo solution is quite robust and flexible. We can support SME partners. As I mentioned some partners earlier, we work with various app ecosystem partners. We also have our own direct Mykobo web app, which all leads to the same set of functionality: cross-border payments, on-ramps, off-ramps. And obviously, we have a very close relationship with Circle as well. The gateway itself is built to be quite robust, to support the ability to have multiple chains. We currently work on Pendulum already. And although the web app that we're going to be launching supports Stellar primarily today, it'll shortly also support Base, Solana, Avalanche, and Ethereum. And we already support Pendulum as well. And this is just a quick intro to the web app, which we've launched during Meridian this year. And if you sign up and register during Meridian, we'll give you 10 euros, or 10 euros, EURC. As you can see, you can pretty much do the things I just mentioned: deposit, withdraw, and essentially carry out our core functionality. That's a cross-border piece, and you can see you can send to various different countries where there are ecosystem partners with SEP31 integrations. Another reason we're doing all of this and moving closer to Circle and changing the strategy is because we are about 150% up on last year. We're essentially processing more than we've ever processed before, and it's growing every day. And we intend for this to continue to happen across different chains going forward. As I mentioned, we work with various ecosystem partners, and obviously we want to work with even more. If you scan the QR code, you'll be able to get to the web app. Thank you all very much for your time today, and it was a pleasure to talk to you about Mykobo and what it is we're doing. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan from Script3, and I'm going to be demoing how Blend deals with Sorbonne state expiration. So quick intro on Blend. Blend's a liquidity protocol primitive that allows lending for a lot of use cases. Some quick stats on Blend. We've been live for 5 months. We had 2 audits done, and we have about 8.56 million in supplied and 4.76 million in borrowed. As of today, we have approximately 237 unique users. So Sorbonne state expiration, the problem. Users that infrequently use a protocol will experience their ledger entries expiring, which essentially blocks transactions from successfully going through. Without a method on the front end that allows you to restore those ledger entries, users' funds would be effectively stuck without like in-depth knowledge on how to restore those. So persistent entries currently live for 120 days, and temporary entries exist for 1 month or 1 day. Ledger entries can be bumped at a max of 6 months right now. So, yeah. And then I have a quick demo video. So we have the Krusty Krab pool here, where you can supply and borrow Krabby Patties. So the user is going to go ahead and supply their 500 Krabby Patties. Give it a sec. All right, I'm gonna hit the max button and go ahead and supply. So once that goes through, the user's gonna go ahead and wait 6 months here. What is going on? Oh, yeah. So give it 6 months, the user is going to come back and look, they've got 1 million Krabby Patties now that they'd like to withdraw. So they go ahead and withdraw and click max, and this is going to pop up because for every time the user enters something, we simulate the transaction, and it's going to come back that their entries are expired, so we can go ahead and create the restoration transaction for them and get that going, and they are now able to withdraw. So now that they've withdrawn, they have access to their Krabby Patties again. So there's my contact information if you guys want to have any questions, and the link to our front end. And if you guys would like to learn more about Blend, you can come to Marcus's presentation at 3:10 p.m. today.
Okay. Source of finance. Change faster, swap better. So in very few words, Soroswap is an audited open source protocol to provide liquidity and also to aggregate liquidity across all Soroban AMMs. And we do this to provide the best swap experience on Stellar. So what do we even need? Soroban-based AMM. So with these new smart contract platforms, there will be a new set of tokens that won't be able to be traded on Stellar Classic. So that's why we built these liquidity pools. But then, once we have liquidity pools, this is not only us that solve this problem. So we have people from Aquarius also doing the same, providing other solutions. We have also people from Phoenix providing same solutions. So now we have a problem with liquidity. Liquidity is being fragmented all over Soroban. So that's why we turned this problem into a solution. So we have Soroswap aggregator. So now we have efficient swaps because we can bring all that liquidity together. So and finally, everything we do is open sourced. So you can go and check where repos. If you want to do implement an indexer, we have already done it for Aquarius, for example. So and we have been partnering with Fryther Wallet. So currently, Soroswap is being used on Fryther on testnet, only on testnet for now. Demo time. What? Okay, sorry. So here the user needs to select protocols they would like to swap with. In this case, they have SDEX, Aqua, Phoenix, and Soroswap. So this trade will be splitted in this percentage. So the user knows where the trade will go through. It will click swap. It will confirm the swap. It will sign the transaction in the user's wallet, and the transaction will go through. So this transaction will go through all these different AMMs at the same time with one smart contract transaction interaction. So you can try it out. All people of our team, they have HANA wallet installed already, ready to show you how this is currently working on mainnet. So if you have, you can go directly to soroswap.finance as well. Our team this is us. We have been trying to build great DeFi protocols on Stellar. We are from Chile and Colombia, and we love Stellar, and we are PaltaLabs. This is yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, this is Defindex, DeFi made easy. So, in a few words, Defindex is a platform for wallet providers to easily offer savings accounts with a diversified DeFi investment in just one single click. So, why Defindex? Well, it's hard to understand DeFi. It's hard even. Every time that I need to explain my work is very difficult. I don't know if you share the same. And also, there are a lot of protocols. Every protocol is different, and they are complicated. You need to study a lot. So let's take an example of what is a DeFi investment. So let's take the blend example. We can lend USDC against XLM. Blend gives rewards. Then you can harvest blend the rewards, sell blend for USDC, and lend more USDC, and repeat. You can do Similar thing with Phoenix and Aquarius. So the solution. We have two parts here. One is for wallets providers, wallet builders, and one is for people. So the end users is the people that uses wallets. They can invest directly through the Defindex. Using the developer tools, wallet providers can easily integrate the Defindex smart contracts. And wallet providers, as they know their users, they can create the strategies that are better suited for their users. So let's take a demo. Here we can add a new Defindex vault. You select which DeFi strategy you want to use. You select how it's going to be distributed when you deposit, and you have this. So every time that one deposits to this vault, it will be distributed like 30% to Soroswap, for example, and now 70% on Cyclones. And then from the end user perspective, you only need to add those two buttons with just 3 lines of code each, and the user just will click on deposit and invest on the fund, on the vault, and the vault will distribute across the strategies you picked. So, well, we are PaltaLabs, again, team of engineers and the developers and communicators from Latin America. We are the team behind Soroswap, and we also do developer tools. So, thank you.
Hello. So I'm from Orbit CDP. The rest of our team's back there. So let's just start. So, okay, obviously I'm the founder and CEO. My co-founder, Robin's in the back. He's our CTO. And yeah, so what is Orbit? Essentially, Orbit is a CDP protocol. Well, okay, let me go to the problem first. Well, the current problem with cryptocurrencies is super volatile, right? And it's really hard to make stable transactions. If you really want to hedge those transactions, you would sell it for centralized stablecoin. But again, they're centralized, right? You have to rely on a central authority, which really goes against the whole idea about blockchains, right? And to access these services, it's really hard in really underserved markets. And just in Forex in general, Forex trading in real life outside of crypto, it's very costly, and it's controlled by a lot of intermediaries if you've ever done Forex trading. So the solution is, Orbit. So we're a protocol for managing collateralized debt positions, so CDPs like DAI. And the thing that's different about us compared to all the other stablecoins you've heard recently is that we do a multitude of currencies. So not only the dollar or euro, but also the Mexican peso or the Canadian dollar. And we're built on top of Blend, Shao Blend, and they handle all of the lending and borrowing for us. As you can see, that's basically just our UI. And a quick demo. So this is just a GIF of the demo when you're trying to borrow and lend. So essentially, you're just going to be putting in XLM, and you could pick a currency of your choice. For the example, we put OUSD, and you put your collateral ratio, and it'll just show you all the data you need. But essentially, this should be helping businesses and individuals in emerging markets that don't use the US dollar as their native currency, right? Because if you think about it, if you send dollars through MoneyGram, they're not going to take dollars out in their country. They're going to take their native currency, right? And just going on to that, Forex in general just does trillions of dollars in daily volume. And just taking 1% of that is just the entire value of the crypto market. So there's a rise for markets as decentralized solutions. And we hope that Orbit can become a building block for new TradFi products, right? We could bring forward contracts, FX swaps, and we're also building a perpetuals exchange on Stellar. So hopefully we see that come out too. So yeah, that was pretty short, but yeah, reach out to us. If you're building any DeFi solutions, please reach out to us. We really want to connect with more people.
Awesome. Hey everyone, I'm Jason, and I'd like to introduce you to Aquarius. Oh, too far. So Aquarius is a liquidity layer designed to incentivize market making and liquidity provision on Stellar. We've been going since 2021 with the main goal to bring more liquidity to the Stellar network and the DEX and AMMs. So although we still incentivize the Stellar DEX and AMMs, earlier this year we launched our very own Aquarius AMMs, and with funding from SCF, we also have plans to build the Aquarius Yield Bridge, which is a way for people to earn yield from EVM-based protocols, but on Stellar. So Aquarius AMMs have been going since July this year, with a few more advantages than what Stellar AMMs offer in their basic form on Classic. So our new volatile pools allow 2 assets of different value to be placed into them, and they can have fees of 0.1, 0.3, and 1%. And then we also have our stable pools, which allow up to 3 assets of similar value to be placed into them. So for instance, we got USDC, YUSDC, and USDT. And you can also have variable fees between 0.1 and 1% on those. So how do we incentivize? We do this using our Aqua token, which we deployed on Stellar like nearly 3 years ago now. We currently have 131,000 people holding that in their wallets, and because they're holding Aqua, they can also earn liquidity rewards when providing liquidity on Aquarius. So currently we give away 7 million Aqua daily to liquidity providers, which is around about $3,500. And in our beta stage with Aquarius AMMs at the moment, we've put another 1 million aside to try and boost our TVL to begin with. Currently we're at 550. When I wrote this slide last week, we're now at 2.4 million, so it's growing quite fast. So here's a little demo. So we have our interface where you can see the daily trading volume as well as all the TVL and the pools available to deposit liquidity into. Within My Liquidity, you have your pools, including the Aquarius ones, and we also have Classic involved if you've been involved before. And we have the ability to migrate your Classic AMM over to Soroban and Aquarius AMMs. So in a few clicks, you can literally get your liquidity brought over so you can start earning Aqua rewards over on Aquarius. So you can also do deposits, and in a pool like Excellar and YXLM, currently it earns rewards with Aquarius AMMs. So you can see the rewards slowly build up, and you can now claim them in real time instead of us giving you them every hour like we do currently on Classic. So and obviously you can also withdraw your liquidity whenever. So to create a pool is quite simple. Select which type you want, which asset you'd like to be inside that pool, and then the fee you'd like for it, and then you can create the pool instantly. And obviously we have the swap protocol that obviously goes through all Aquarius AMMs. So in this example, I'll put blend in. There's no trust line. If you're on Stellar, you know about trust lines, but you can add that within our interface. And then you can continue with your transaction and see which pools will be used for the swap. So as said, up next for Aquarius is the Aquarius Yield Bridge, which is a way for Stellar users to earn yield on assets found in EVM-based networks. So we'll be starting with Lido's staked Ethereum, as well as Arve's AUSDC, AUSDT, and AWBTC. And while not yield-bearing, we also have Ethereum's ETH to bring a decentralized bridge to Stellar, so you can use those assets within the Stellar ecosystem. Roadmap, so we're finalizing our Aquarius AMMs audit, should be the end of this month, fingers crossed, we're getting there, and then we're ready to have the full launch of Aquarius AMMs, and then as we go through next year, we'll be doing the testnet for Aquarius Yield Bridge and the mainnet launch, as well as trying to upgrade all of Aquarius to be decentralized on Soroban, whereas right now it's a little bit more centralized, and that'll be the plan for the next year. So thank you very much. If you want to check us out, go to aqua.network. For the AMMs, just put /pools, and then follow us on X at Aqua Token. Thank you very much.